Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with Dwayne Franklin. He's opening up these blinds a little bit, so we've got a little bit of light, and he's going to go over the home inspection findings.
I don't want to get too close up.
Yeah. But anyway, so this is space number 11, Pacific Mobile Manor, and he's going to go over his findings.
Hello, how you doing this morning?
Perfect.
We're going to start out here with our windows. Give this guy kind of a lift. The windows are they're screwed closed to not open. The lady that owns the house had them screwed closed. But we can see this one, if we kind of go on an angle here, we can see see the gaps in there where it's not sealing properly on our corners.
Yeah, okay, we see that.
Rotten devil.
Uh-oh. Did you just drop your sunglasses?
So, yeah.
Okay.
Well, and the cranks. I don't know if the cranks are working or not because they're screw closed.
Okay.
So we'd have to unscrew them. They're probably working, and screwing them closed will keep it from having that little gap. But these are kind of old windows. It's really tough to get them to seal up completely. So at some point we just kind of have to deal with things. Excuse me for just a second. Okay. All right, folks, let's go ahead and...
What did you do back there?
He forgot his glasses. He dropped his glasses down there. I had to grab them.
So we're going to come on into the kitchen. We can see that our fan, kind of the same fan that we had on our other house down there, but this one's not working. The motor's burned out on it, so it's not working at all. No ground fault circuit interrupters, kind of the same as it was at the other house. The house didn't come with them.
Right.
And we can see up here.
Those can be added, though.
Oh, definitely. Just like yesterday when we talked about it, those things can be added.
Okay.
It's going to be in the report just like it was yesterday.
Okay.
It's not a repair and it's not a fault.
Okay.
It's a suggestion for these. Up here we can see where there used to be a cabinet. It was probably just like this here.
Okay.
That they removed down here above the refrigerator. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not a pretty spot right
Yeah, well, it could be filled in with, they could do some molding or something up there.
Yeah, it's really the only molding it's missing is that little tiny piece.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
And then when it gets painted over, it'll disappear.
Yep. Whoa.
Here's another window. I can't get her to crank.
You could open it.
I don't want this one to bust on me.
It won't.
It's kind of screwed.
No, it isn't. Turn it the right way and it'll come
Oh,
open.
I'm turning it the right way, sweetie.
Or let her turn it.
Okay.
Why don't you turn it? That way he doesn't break it if it...
I have it open a lot. I just shut it last night
That's all right. Let's just go ahead.
because it was going to get cold.
She kind of hung up a little bit.
Just wait a minute. I'll get out there.
Well, we can go ahead on, folks.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and that's not the worst of things. It's the old casement window crankers.
Sure.
The stovetop in the oven are working just fine.
Okay,
Broiler
good.
and everything worked here.
Okay.
No leaks underneath our sink. There we
go. It just was stuck.
She was just a little kinked up.
There we go. Okay. So that's how the other ones would work if they weren't
If they,
screwed shut.
yeah, right.
Okay. All right.
When you see underneath here, everything's good to go. We've got copper piping,
Good.
so we're good. Everything
Is
looks
it
good
copper
underneath.
the house too?
It is.
Oh, that's awesome.
She's been repiped with copper.
Oh,
I'm sure it didn't
good.
come with copper.
Yeah.
70, I believe, was this one?
71.
71.
Yeah.
But everything looks
That's
good.
a good
there.
thing. Yeah. And those are real wood cabinets.
Real wood. Yes.
Real wood.
All right, so we'll come down here. Here's a bedroom, the smaller bedrooms. Everything checks out, all the switches, all the electrical works in here.
Okay.
If you want to sneak in here, Kara, you can see where our washer-dryer hookups are.
Yep. Then that goes into the bathroom.
Goes into the bathroom where our washer-dryer is.
Okay.
So we'll squeeze through there.
All right.
Right here in the hallway,
Turn on the light.
this is your filter
Okay.
for your air conditioning heating, which has been retrofitted to the exterior of the home. If we look up here, you're going to have to get down in here. See it way up there, the wires?
Yeah.
Those wires are live. They're from the abandoned air
Furnace.
conditioning heating unit that was here.
The blower.
So those wires need to be abandoned at the box so they're not live up there. 'Cause that's live electricity.
Can you show us where that would be?
Well, I can show you where the boxes outside is and the box in here.
Yeah. And so when you say abandon at the source or at the box,
It needs to be taken out at the breaker.
oh, okay,
So those wires are dead, not even anything anymore.
okay, all right, got it.
Here is the home's main, which, as we can see, is still a fuse.
Okay.
So it's definitely an outdated box.
Uh-huh.
Aluminum wiring in the house. It's all aluminum, no copper.
Okay.
Again, I think we kind of went into that yesterday. Did he see his report yesterday?
Okay, so yesterday, the other one, we didn't go over the aluminum wiring, and the other one, that was at Highlands at Brentwood. That was the one at Highlands at Brentwood.
I got you.
Yeah, so.
So, aluminum wiring, you just need to take care when you're doing work inside your home. Make sure you're using the proper switches and outlets. It says ALU on the switch and outlet. It's actually rated for aluminum. There's other things you can do. You can hire an electrician to pigtail. Mm-hmm. That's a common thing to do also. If you choose that route, make sure it's a real electrician that does it. Because it's vital that it's done properly.
Mm-hmm. If it's pigtailed.
Yeah, if it's pigtailed. Mm-hmm. If you use the proper outlets and switches, you're going to be good. Just take care whenever you're doing things. A big problem with aluminum is bending, so you have to be really careful when you're taking the outlet out and putting it back in. But just take your time and take care, and it'll be okay.
All right.
So here's our fuse box. And before we get done, we'll go outside.
Okay.
And I'll show you where the breaker is.
All right. Oh,
Here,
are we going to go in the bathroom?
We'll go in the bathroom,
Okay.
and then we'll be all done inside, folks.
Okay.
And then we'll be able to go out. Tub shower works just fine. Diverter's working fine.
Good.
Hot, cold is proper.
Cool.
Commode flushes properly.
All right.
No leaks or anything underneath here.
Good.
Everything's good to go.
All right.
You can see we've got copper here.
Yeah.
Little chunk of gray poly of this original, but we're not even going to put this in the report because it's not. This is a.
It's not connected.
It isn't. Well, goes just from the valve up to the sink, so it's just a tail piece.
Oh, okay. No
so it's
big
not
deal.
part of the home plumbing.
Right. Okay.
All right, folks, let's go head outside.
All right.
Here's your main water shutoff right here. It's a hose bib type, very common with the parks here. Mm-hmm. So everything looks good here. There's no leaking or anything going on here. So we're good here. This is our gas right here, our gas feed. The main sewer drain right there. This shed, which we haven't been inside, really don't need to know what it looks like. She's rotted away pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm sure the floor is probably about in the same shape as this.
Okay.
Here is our electrical for inside the house. This is your main panel out here.
Okay.
We call the main inside, it's really a sub panel. But this is your main out here. Here's your main breaker here. And here's all your air conditioning and different things. Here's your dryer for your washer dryer here. Air conditioning here.
So would you abandon those lines where the blower was out here or inside?
Inside probably.
Okay.
But an electrician is going to be the guy who does that.
All right, got it.
He'll know, because if the wires come all the way out here, this is where he'll start. Even if they go into that box.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right, okay. And I know she had this central air and heat put on. It's not new. I'm not sure how old it was, but
Looks
it was...
like a 1999.
Okay. Was it
It's got
working
electric
okay?
heat. We tested it in heat mode. It's working just fine.
Okay.
We turned on both of these wall-mounted units. They both worked.
Okay.
She's never really used them.
Yeah.
But again, this is over 10 years old. 1999 is when I believe it was built. You're going to have to go over it with the lady who owns the house. I believe she has some sort of warranty or some sort of guarantee from the gentleman that put it in.
Okay.
So it's definitely something you want to stay in tune with, talk to the guy, make sure everything's good to go with it.
Okay.
We can see in a couple of spots there's a little bit of hail damage from our hailstorm 2010. It has done nothing structural.
Yeah.
Everything's good structure-wise. You'll see quite a bit more of it here on the
Awning.
the awnings of this side and the carport side.
Okay.
Again, non-structural. It doesn't look like anything's leaking out.
Yeah. Looks good. Yeah.
We'll come in here. There's a new unit.
Oh,
We got her
wow.
installed 2014.
Good.
It's a proper install with a couple of small exceptions here. TPR isn't terminated properly.
It should go underneath.
It should go underneath.
Okay.
No drip leg.
Yep.
Also, the pan. They put a drip pan in, and when people put drip pans in, they should drain them to somewhere.
Yeah.
There's
So-
not much use of putting a drip pan in if it drains right where it would drain it
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah. Okay. So that's all stuff Ken could do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing outrageous in here.
Yeah. Nice deck.
It is a nice deck. It's solid. The railings are solid. It's redwood, so it's going to last a long
Yeah,
time.
it's beautiful.
Yeah, there's a few dollars sunk into this
Yeah.
deck. They definitely spent some money on it.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it, folks.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna I'll send this to Kara, or she'll give me your email. She'll forward it to you. If there's anything on there that we didn't go over, feel free to give me a call. Don't hesitate. We'll go over the whole report, word by word, until you're satisfied. You know everything about the property.
All right, great. Well,
All righty.
thank you so much, Dwayne.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
All righty. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.